Cheta Pieravan, Father, Mr. Eastley Wayne, Curator, Mr. Charapustaparana, Ambassador Green, Mr. Honorable Tavis Kirimis, and Mrs. Gansit from the New South Wales Parliament. Thank you very much for your time. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all here today for the 6th International Symposium. My late friend, the distinguished academic and former chairman of the Symposium in Sydney, Emmanuel Aroni, many years ago said this to me: I have a vision here of the day in which we hold the symposium in Sydney. And look, Manuel, here we are. So, why did Emmanuel want this so much? Because the Kitterians of Australia would welcome fellow Kitterians from all over the world. The theme of this symposium is the Kitterian of the world of the Kitterian. And where better to hold this symposium than in the country that is farthest from the rest of the world? Australia, the country which was hospitable to the Kitterian Empire. Remember that. And Sydney, the city which today is the metropolis of Australia. So, who are the Kitterians of the world? And what is the world of the Kitterian? In other words, who are we? These are the questions that will be explored during the symposium. According to the rules of the Institute of Kitterianism, which is organizing the symposium together with the local committees of Canberra and Brisbane and Kitterian Association, and of course the Kitterian Association of Australia. The worldwide Kitterians will confer every 2 years in a different venue around the world, wherever there are Kitterians, and every 4 years at our spiritual home, Kitterian. Now we have come to Sydney. May we issue an invitation both to you, Senator Pieravanti Wells, and the Prime Minister, you represent, the Honorable Tony Abbott, to visit our beautiful island, the birth of Aphrodite, the island which for us lies at the head of the world. In my opinion, I'm very happy that I am in your beautiful country in Australia, and I will leave the country with beautiful feelings. Senator, the Honorable Concetta Pieravanti Wells is a senator for the state of New South Wales, representing the Liberal Party. Prior to entering politics, he studied law, as I know, at the AN University and was a senior government lawyer and ministerial advisor. She has been a member of the Federal Council of the Liberal Party and is a member of the Australians for a Constitutional Monarchy. She has served as the Shadow Minister for Mental Health and Aging, and she has been appointed Parliamentary Secretary for Social Service. Today, she is representing the Prime Minister, the Honourable Tony Abbott, in doing us the honour of the opening of the 6th International Symposium of Kitty here in Sydney. Welcome to our Symposium of Kitty Senator Pierre Amandi Webb. Thank you for your time.
I'm quite tall. Thank you. Can I start by, first of all, acknowledging my parliamentary colleague, federal parliamentary colleague, Matt Thistlethwaite, my state parliamentary colleague, Sophie Kotsis, Your Excellency, the Greek Ambassador, Father Skoutis, Consul General, Professor Elias Masoulas, John Comino, Victor Kepriatos, many distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As the Parliamentary Secretary responsible for Multicultural Affairs and Settlement Services, I'm delighted to be here today representing the Prime Minister of Australia, the Honourable Tony Abbott MP. The Prime Minister has asked me to commend you on this symposium and pass on his best wishes to you and read the following message on his behalf. I am pleased to provide this message to everyone attending the 6th World Symposium of Kitri Isthmos. This annual symposium is an opportunity for people of Kythrian Greek ancestry to come together in celebration of culture, history and heritage. Australia's connection to Kythera was forged on the front line as Australian soldiers fought shoulder to shoulder alongside the Greek people during the Second World War. The Australian war effort around Kythera during the Battle of Crete and the Greek struggle to retain control of their homeland is a story of great courage, determination and sacrifice. Following the German occupation, many thousands of Kytherians migrated to Australia in hope of a better life. While there are a small number of Kytherians around Australia, they have made a significant contribution to our country's history and development. As a nation, we have found unity in our diversity and respect in our differences. Together, we have built a modern nation on the idea that anyone can get ahead provided they are prepared to have a go. I wish everybody an enjoyable 6th Symposium of Kythria Isthmos, the Honourable Tony Abbott MP, Prime Minister of Australia. On my part, I too would like to welcome you here to Sydney, the home to many Australians of Kythrian descent, as we remember another welcome of former Prime Minister Howard in Canberra in 2006. Australia has a history of welcoming people from all around the world. Australians today identify with more than 300 ancestries, and we speak as many languages, including Aboriginal languages. People from Kythera have a very special heritage. You do, after all, come from the island of Aphrodite. But your place in the Australian story is a very distinctive one too. Many Kithrians chose Australia long before the troubled post-World War II times, which saw our biggest intake of migrants from Greece, and indeed the rest of Europe. In fact, Kithrians date their presence here from the second half of the 19th century. It is estimated that there were more than 2,000 in Sydney by 1940. Now the community is said to number about 60,000. They are, according to the 2011 census, among the more than 300,000 Australians of Greek ancestry, and like many with Greek ancestry who made Australia their home, Kithrians have contributed immensely to our rich cultural tapestry. One of our most noted demographers, Charles Price, found Kithrians were industrious and resourceful, and they needed to be. I know from my own family experience that it is not easy to make the decision to leave a country where one has strong roots, and particularly such a beautiful place as Kithra, and start afresh on the other side of the world. My father arrived in Australia from Italy with little more than his suitcase. He was part of the big post